Hello, I'm Tom Stepanowicz, and I want to welcome you to this course on negotiation. I'm privileged to be teaching this class with my colleague and friend Dwight Golan, who you'll be meeting in a moment. This course is the foundational course in our program on conflict resolution at the Strauss Institute for Dispute Resolution, which is located at Pepperdine University School of Law. The Strauss Institute is highly regarded in our field, and in fact, we have been ranked #1 in the U.S. News peer rankings for most of the last decade. It's a special place where lawyers and non-lawyers come to study. And through this course, you'll be able to take negotiation and learn a lot of the same things that we do in the classroom, but online. We invite you to make the most of this course and learn key elements that will serve you not only in your professional life or your business, but also in your daily life. You're going to learn a number of key insights in negotiation, including the fact that people approach negotiations with many different kinds of agendas and motives. And indeed, sometimes these agendas or motives are tugging against one another. Seldom is it as simple as saying there's one thing that brings people to the negotiating table. Likewise, it takes two to tango. So negotiation reflects the interaction of the needs of at least two and sometimes more than two parties. Their needs, their attitudes, their emotions, their style, personality, culture, human nature, all of these things enter into the negotiation profile. We like to say, in addition to the fact that people have mixed motives in negotiation, that they are likely to fall somewhere in this spectrum of possibilities between a very competitive approach to negotiation or, on the other hand, a cooperative or collaborative style or strategy. We sometimes refer to the competitive approach as a value-claiming approach. That is to say, I am in this negotiation to get as much out of it as I possibly can, which means the other side will get less. Therefore, we sometimes refer to competitive negotiation as distributive bargaining. On the other hand, there may be someone who is approaching negotiation with the idea of creating value and saying, we want to try to expand the pie to make more for everyone. We're going to talk, as we discuss competitive and distributive bargaining, about bargaining from positions. That is, an exchange of numbers of dollars going back and forth, just like a tennis match or a volleyball game, or a war, where people move from position to position, attempt to defend their position, to attack the other party's position, and to maximize the result for themselves. On the other hand, we'll be talking about the possibilities associated with a different model of bargaining, principled or interest-based bargaining, where people offer objective support for the moves that they make, the proposals that they share, and also they go below the line, beyond positions, to try to understand what the real drivers of conflict are, the interests, the goals, the emotions, the dreams that motivate people and that hold the keys to resolving conflict. There are other key insights that you're going to learn about. Keep in mind that when you negotiate, there is always, or virtually always, going to be a certain level of uncertainty. There are things that you need to learn about, and it takes preparation and patience to deal with these realities. It is dangerous to function in a realm of uncertainty, but there is a need to do so. The question is how to do so. Bargaining strategies and tactics that may be very effective in one negotiation may prove the opposite in another situation. Much depends on the circumstances and the parties and the approaches that they take. The great news about this class is that we can teach you to some extent how to anticipate, how to cope with, and how to react or respond to others' negotiating approaches. And we can also help you encourage other people to act in other ways, to conform their negotiating behavior in particular ways that may be advantageous. It's important in this situation to know yourself, to be aware of the kind of negotiator that you tend to be, of your default tendencies, to know how you handle conflict, what your orientation is to bargaining. Are you someone who tends to be extremely competitive? Might you undo a deal because of your desire to maximize your own result? On the other hand, are you so collaborative that you might you might not be careful to protect your own interests or those of a client? So you need to be aware not only of your own tendencies and your own predilections, but also those of the others in negotiation. Also, you need to remember, as we will remind you over and over again, that negotiation begins a long time before you get to the bargaining table. You need systematic preparation in most cases to make the most of the negotiation process. And the more complex the negotiation, the higher the stakes, the more important that will be. So now, we'll begin. I welcome you to what I hope for you will be a totally new experience where you'll have the opportunity not only to learn the basic precepts, the basic insights for negotiators, something I never had the opportunity to have before I got out in real life, but also have the opportunity to engage in role play exercises that will explore different styles and strategies and teach you not only about negotiation, but about yourself.